Hey guys, ABG40 here, and in today's video I'm doing a review on the RK61 from Royal Kludge. Now I do want to announce that I offer aim coaching for Fortnite. I offer 5+ Kovacs routines, and they vary for any skill level, or if you want to specialize in a certain thing such as shotgun aim or AR aim. I do have specialized routines for that. If you're interested, make sure to just DM me on Twitter on twitter.com/abg40_. And if you don't have Twitter, try to hit me up on Instagram. And from there, I can tell you my rates and you can decide if you want to buy. So the RK61 is an extremely good budget 60% keyboard, probably the best budget 60% keyboard on the market. I can't really think of anything else that's better than it for its price point, which is $50 on Banggood. And you can also get it on Amazon, but I believe it's a little bit more expensive on Amazon. But overall, it's just a really good budget keyboard. Before I talk about the keyboard, I do want to give a huge shout out to Banggood for sending me this keyboard for review. I know a lot of you guys on that GK61 video that I made a while back really wanted to know about this keyboard, and I responded, and this is my video. Now, thanks to Banggood, there is a $6 off coupon code for the RK61 and the K66. The code is BGUSMK on Banggood's website, and just put it in at the coupon part at checkout and it should work. And if I do get a lot of good feedback on this video, I will do a comparison video between the GK61 and the RK61, because that's another thing I know a lot of people are interested in. Alright, so now I'm going to start with the keyboard review, and I'm going to start off with the most basic thing, which is the aesthetics. The aesthetics of this keyboard are great. I got the keyboard in the color white with brown switches, and the white just looks really nice, and it's the color white, so it can fit with anything you want. I can make the LEDs of my mouse white. I mean, there's a lot of things that the color white can fit with, and overall, it's just a really nice aesthetic. The logo also looks really nice on the keyboard. There's something about the logo when I have it on my desk. It just looks really good. Like, I don't know why. Like, I always just find myself looking back down at the logo. The keyboard actually comes with a white cable, which is a nice looking cable on the desk, and it matches the keyboard on the desk if you're going to go with the white theme. And it comes in the box with also a keycap puller. It's not the best keycap puller in the world, but it gets the job done. It can be used. And obviously there are better, but you don't really need anything better as long as you can get the keycap out. However, looks aren't everything. As you should know, don't judge a book by its cover. So now I'm going to start talking about the switches of the keyboard. So Banggood's website has it in blue, brown, and red switches, and you can also get it in black and white color. For me, I got brown switches with the white color, but you can obviously do different if you're ordering it yourself. Blue switches are like pretty loud in general, and I don't really like it being that loud. Like, I feel like it's really annoying for other people in a Discord call with me. I really like the brown switches because just the tactile bump, and I've never really tried red switches that much, but you guys can decide for yourselves which switches you want to buy. And if you're looking for a $50 keyboard, you shouldn't be expecting anything like insanely fast like it is on the Apex Pro. The Apex Pro is $180, and that's what you pay for the fast switches, and some people pay for the aesthetics, but I guarantee you most people pay that money for the fast switches. So if you're looking for a $50 keyboard, I'm sorry, you can't really find something insanely fast. If you're interested in what the switches sound like, or you just want some casual ASMR, I will do a sound test in 3, 2, 1, go. So now I'm going to talk about like the overall shape of the keyboard, or I know keyboard shape doesn't matter, but it's basically like the way it's slanted. The slant of the keyboard is, you can't change it, so there's no feet on it that let you change it. It's just a generic slant on it. Very similar to the Ampere 2, the way it is. So there's just some feet on the bottom, and it's pre-slanted for you. It's nothing like drastic difference. Like, it's something that if you get used to it, you can deal with. Unless you're really picky. but you should be able to get used to it. And if you really, really, really hate it, then you can maybe like try to put some stuff on the bottom of the feet that it has on it. You'll see in the B-roll like little feet that it has, and just slant it more, but I think you'll do just fine with the slant that it has already. As for the build quality, the build quality is not the greatest, but it's also not bad. Like, build quality doesn't really matter on a keyboard, I feel like, because your keyboard is just going to be standing still on your desk. What really matters is the switches. Are your switches going to break? No, the switches are not going to break unless you like push them sideways, which I find very, very hard to accidentally do. Pretty sure it's like impossible to accidentally do. So nothing's going to break on you with this keyboard, unless you like smash it, which if you are, you probably should stop doing that because it's not a good thing to do. And compared to like the Am Pro 2 and the Apex Pro, it's maybe not as good, and the Ducky also, but it doesn't really matter. It's really good. And like I said so many times, if you haven't gotten the message already, it's $50. I'm very adamant about this is only $50. When I was getting this keyboard, I was really expecting it to be a bad keyboard, and I was expecting to have to make a video saying that not to buy the keyboard. And the only reason why I went for this keyboard over anything else at Banggood is because you guys requested it from me. And while I was definitely proven very wrong, this keyboard is a really good keyboard for its price point, and it doesn't feel cheap to me when I'm using it in game. Like, I'll put it on like right now on my desk, like, and I'm shaking it around. Like, you can't see this on camera, unfortunately, but I'm like shaking it around, and it feels fine. Like, it's not moving, nothing. It feels completely fine. I used to have a keyboard that was like $40 something, mechanical keyboard with like blue switches, like way back when I first started. And that thing would like, it just felt so clunky. Like, you can literally, if you press your key hard enough, you can feel it going down into it. And I don't have this experience on this keyboard. As for the keycaps, they're ABS keycaps, which shouldn't be that big of a problem. I mean, they feel a little bit more slippery to me. Personally, I don't like ABS keycaps, which is for a very, very specific reason. And that is because I actually, with my keybinds, X, C, and V are for my main building binds in Fortnite. I actually slide them with my thumb. I don't use my pointer finger. So for those of you saying I copied Bugha's binds, I didn't. I actually more comfortable on these binds than I've been on any other binds I've used. So I actually slide my thumb across them, and the way I like it, with PVC keycaps, it feels a lot better than it does on ABS. But that is a very specific reason. And that's a very specific way to hit the keys, by sliding your thumb across them rather than just pressing them. So that's like very specific reason. Overall, the ABS keycaps are just fine. They actually do, out of the box, they have like this smell to it. It goes away after one day, which it did for me. They have this smell to it, which is like the smell of the plastic, I believe. And I've actually heard that people are allergic to it. So that's something to know, but that's also, I don't think that's something that you should worry about, because, for the odds of you being allergic to this keyboard is crazy, and if you've ever been around any other type of ABS plastic, which probably have, I feel like, then you should be just fine. This keyboard is a 60% keyboard, so it's the smallest form factor, which means that it is going to have a function key. And if you stick to the stock keycaps, they show you what everything does. So all you have to do is hold function, which is on the far bottom right key, and it'll show you whatever you want to do. Like, it's just the generic function keys. And also the arrow keys are a little bit different than they are on other 60% keyboards. They're actually like on the right side of the spacebar, the bottom three, and then above that is the top arrow key. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see in the B-roll when I show the keycaps and the arrow keys. I'll zoom in on it. So yeah, it does have basic functionalities. And another thing, it actually is Bluetooth. I really, I haven't tested anything on Bluetooth ever, but I don't recommend using it in Bluetooth. I mean, if you're getting this keyboard as a gamer, which 99.9% of you probably are, then I would go with the wire. I don't know about how Bluetooth is on keyboards at all, so don't take my word 100% for this, but just use a wire, because I think the input delay is a lot less and the Bluetooth keyboard is not going to last you infinitely without charging. Now, for wireless mice, I know it's different. Wireless mice have a completely different technology, and it's not Bluetooth, so that is different. So I'm pretty sure there's more delay on this than there is on wireless mice. Alright guys, so that's going to be all for this video. Now, I do know a lot of stuff about peripherals and everything, but I do know a lot more stuff about mice than I do about keyboards. And for my future keyboard videos, I will be trying to learn as much as I can about keyboards to make the videos the best content for you guys and the most informative. I think I'm doing a pretty decent job right now, but I also think I could do a little bit better. And also, I am going to be doing a comparison video between this one and the GK61 if you guys want. If I get a lot of questions about it, like I said earlier in the video. And overall, that's just going to be it for my video. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, DM me for aim coaching if you want aim coaching, all that, just blah 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 blah, subscribe, and that's going to be it.